Oh, just before we meet our next mystery guest, let me tell you that our second pair of Mystic Masters are psychic Mairead Armstrong and psychometrist Craig Hamilton Parker. At the moment, they can't hear anything, and as the door's shut on our Mystic booth, they can't see anything either. So it's now safe to welcome the actor who's played Nero and been a pantomime dame, the force of nature, that is Christopher Biggins. Yes, sir.
How are you? Good to see you.
Lovely to see you. Take a seat. Now it's time for our Mystic Masters to take up that challenge. Let's see who will get most of Christopher's life story right. And first up is psychic Mairead Armstrong. Now, earlier, Mairead spent 20 minutes in the presence of our heavily disguised guest, but not a word was spoken. Please welcome Mairead Armstrong. Hello, Mairead.
Hello, Paul.
Take a seat for us. We're going to give you 90 seconds to give us whatever information you can about our mystery guest. What areas do you want to focus on?
I'm going to concentrate on childhood, career and health.
Childhood, career and health in just 1.5 minutes, and that time starts now.
Thank you. Childhood. This man has such a lot of energy and was a practical joker at boarding school, always hiding around the corner and giggling. I feel he had freckles, was a lovable rogue at school, and the teachers loved him because he was such good fun. He has a great attitude, has crazy ideas and has a great hearty laugh. Very talented at school, but would look through the window daydreaming, could be dyslexic, very sporty. I saw lots of toys around him, Tonka toys. He'd be climbing trees, getting into scrapes. A lovely working class family, adored by his mother, who may have been a teacher, a strong Welsh link, possibly Liverpool in the Lake District too. I feel there's a sister and there could be foreign blood on the mother's side. Career. He's a comedian and a joker with a massive personality, very well known, has a female fan club, mainly of housewives who might exclaim at the sight of his legs. There's nothing he wouldn't do. If you said fancy going to Mars, I reckon he'd probably jump at the chance. I can see him in panto with Jack and the Beanstalk, something like that, dressed in green silky material. He's very strong and muscular, very strong arms. I can see him on the rugby field with whistles blowing and floodlights, English rose on the shirt. He's gone to the top of the league. He could have written his autobiography and will contribute writing towards TV, and may have bought a restaurant recently. He's a household name, but I feel he can go down the pub and have a beer with anybody. There seems to be a nickname or phrase also associated with him. Health. He has problems with his feet, and I feel they're prone to blisters. There could be some sort of problem with his left eye also, and he may have had a slip disc that needed to be realigned, and possibly had stitches somewhere on the body. He's hysterical to watch when drunk, dances on tables, loves parties with champagne that go on to the early hours, very cuddly, circus tricks.
We've got to stop it there. He's cuddly, he loves parties, he loves champagne, according to Mairead. Well done, Mairead. Oh. Now it's time for our Mystic Masters to meet their mystery guest. Housewives, prepare to go ooh as you see the legs of Christopher Biggins.
Where are your boots? I was fascinated by your boots. How are you?
So, Christopher.
Hi. Hello, nice to see you.
Plenty of food for thought there. They both picked up on you're in the spotlight, you like floodlights, you're in the glare of publicity, of course true. And also they got that sense without speaking to you of an ebullient, larger-than-life personality. Were you surprised by that?
I was. I thought they were both very good. I thought it was fascinating you picked up on the fact that I was a rugby player, you said to me, which is interesting because I do have fantastic legs. Queen Anne, in fact, they are. I'm very muscular, and a friend of mine who is involved with rugby said, if only I got you years ago, you'd have made the most marvellous rugby player. So you were almost right there.
Well, Mairead also got, as did Craig, you're a joker, very humorous, hearty laugh, Mairead. You didn't laugh in front of her, did you?
No, not a sound came.
Were you a daydreamer as a boy?
I was, absolutely. Right. Absolutely, still am.
OK, she mentioned panto, which of course is, as we're sure you're well known for preserving that noble art.
And with the right pantomime, because I'm at the Cambridge Arts Theatre this year with Jack and the Beanstalk, so that was fascinating. You got Jack and the Beanstalk. That was amazing.
Anything green and silky with bells, or is that your private life?
That certainly is, you're not knowing anything about it.
OK, now, when you're drunk, do you dance on tables?
Yeah, all the time.
OK, and do you like oranges?
Well, that was interesting. I mean, I do like oranges, but it's not a big thing in my life. But in fact, funny enough, I'm on grapefruits at the moment, but oranges I have liked in my life.
OK, Mairead also said, of course, household name, Biggins. Everyone knows Christopher Biggins. Do you have any problems with the old plates of meat, the feet?
You know, funnily enough, I do have an ankle problem. I think that's because I'm heavy. I think it's... and I have rather beautiful feet. In fact, I'm going to show you now, because I have a wonderful instep. Look at that.
Oh, a ballet dancer's instep.
Ballet dancer's instep. You see, can you see that? And I always wear red socks. Fascinating.
Give us a dégage. OK, and you are, of course, soft and sensitive, but cuddly, which is lovely. Let's turn to Craig now. Very close to your parents, but he said not very good at school.
Well, I think that was true, but I did get better as just before I was leaving school, which was great.
And did you ever have an interest in astronomy?
Yes, I still have. And I find it fascinating, astronomy, so yes.
Now, we know all the nice girls like a sailor. Do you have any interest in naval matters?
No, no, I can only say bonjour, Matelot.
OK, you're good with a live audience. Of course, absolutely true. Once again, the humour shone out. Now, manual work. Have you ever done a real day's work in your life?
I haven't, but I tell you what is interesting that you should say that, because I do think that when I started in rep, the first part of my career, we used to do 2 weekly rep, and that was very exhausting because it was bringing in the new scenery, taking out the old, so that was quite manual, but not in such.
And have you ever had long hair?
Yes, very much long hair, yeah.
Great presence, of course, is true. You don't have children, Craig, but you do like children.
I do, absolutely. I adore children.
Now, I can't believe it from looking at you. You must be wrong on this. You surely haven't got a sweet tooth.
Well, funny you should say that. No, I do enjoy sweet tooth. Sadly.
Okay. It's going to be a close one to call, this, isn't it? But as he said earlier on, he's fascinated by this area. Does that make it easier, Craig, if the subject is open-minded?
If the person's open to it, both of us will find it easier to work because the fluency's there, you know.
Were you tempted to guess a name on this one, Mairead? Did a name come to you?
Several names. I was unsure. I was getting thrown by the rugby, and then I was going to be a comedian, so I was thinking, oh, not sure.
But it was interesting you said that, because people always say, hi, Biggins, you know, and it's...
I knew there was something attached to the name that was important. There'd be a phrase or a nickname or something that was known.
But it's a household name. We've got 2 more household names of the future, though, but for the moment, thank you, Mairead and Craig.
Well done, anyway, it's very good.
Over to Charlie and the jury. Your verdict, please, sir.
Another close one, but I have to say that Jack and the Beanstalk in pantomime was so uncannily accurate that Mairead was well ahead at that very point. Even if she was wrong with the rugby, he could have been a rugby player. He could have been a boxer, according to Craig. Hard to believe, but who knows? And, of course, the wonderful personality and the laugh, but the vote does go to Mairead on this one.
Oh, it was close, though. Commiserations to Craig, who did fantastically. But well done, Mairead, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done, both of you.
And, of course, to the fantastic Mr. Christopher Biggins. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for gracing our programme. This is Mystic Challenge. Until the next time, hope you've enjoyed the programme, and we'll see you soon for another psychic sensation. Until then, thanks for watching.